What's happening, everybody? Alright, so we're back here with another episode. First and foremost, let me just say this. When you guys are working out, I'm going to get straight to the points today. Alright, so when you guys are working out, man, you guys got to start thinking about it as something fun that you're enjoying. Enjoy working out. Stop making it seem like this is a task that you got to do and you're making it harder for yourself, okay? And I want to bring that up because we're about to talk about the most annoying part of working out besides leg day, I guess. It's cardio. Alright, so cardio kicks our ass. But cardio helps us perform in everything, okay? If you're trying to build mass, whatever you're trying to do, you better have some sort of cardio. And it doesn't have to be just running. You could actually do some, just HIIT training, just do some like high intensity stuff, right? Some interval training. But we'll get to that. Alright, so the first option is long distance. Here we're talking about 4 miles or more. And you're talking about a slow pace, right? So you're talking about you're just jogging for a long distance. I personally don't like this form of cardio because it's kind of boring to me, right? But for those people that like it, it's really good. It builds a lot of endurance, muscle resistance, and I think most importantly is actually the mental resistance. The mental resistance that you build with these long distance running, it's second to none, to be honest. I mean, you have swimming and other forms of cardio that build that mental resistance too. But when it comes to it, those long distance jogging, I give those guys a lot of props because it requires that mental fortitude and that discipline to continue going. And it's something I encountered a lot while in the military. We would walk for about 12 miles with 60 to 80 pounds on our back, and that was just mainly mental resistance. Alright, so moving on. The second option is my personal favorite, which is sprint. So for me, it's either sprint or like HIIT, right? Something that's like high intensity, quick, and it builds that cardio. It won't build you up to run about 12 miles, but it'll build you up for 2, 3, 4 miles. But the thing that I like the most about sprints is pretty much it builds a lot of muscle. It builds a lot of muscle definition. So for those of you trying to get that muscle definition, you guys need to stop going for that long distance and you need to start going more for sprints. Okay, so if you're going for more of the physique, like trying to cut down and build that muscle properly, go for sprints, guys. I'm telling you right now, sprints are a lot better. Don't go for those long distance runs. They tend to just burn more muscle. And you can actually, don't take my word for it, just go do some research. And if you type in long distance runners and then on another Google site, type in like sprint, people that sprint, you're going to see the difference in their physique. So you'll see it for yourselves. You don't have to take my word for it. Alright, so moving on, I'm going to talk about real quick for beginners. So if you're starting off, you're out of shape, you're thinking like, hey man, you see this video and you're like, I want to get into shape, but I'm not going to go run 4 miles and I'm not going to do 200 to 400 meter distance sprints like I have written here on top. Alright, now for beginners, you want to start off real light. Okay, don't hurt yourselves. Don't make it something out of this world. Start off with, I would say 1/4 of a mile. Okay, just walk that part. Warm up the body, stretch really good. You don't want to stretch too much though when it comes to the beginning part. You want to do active stretching. Right, so you don't want to like just hold your arm for like example. You don't want to hold your arm for like 10 seconds. You want to kind of move your arms around, and that's active stretching. That's better for the beginning. The stationary stretching with the time, that's for the end. Okay. Then you want to jog a mile. All right. So after you walk, you want to jog a mile, or just jog as much as you can. Try to push yourself though. This is for beginners. Next up, after you jog for a little bit, so about a mile, you want to do 10 50-meter sprints. That's not very long. It's a very short distance. The only reason I'm saying this, I'm talking specifically to the crowd of people who are trying to get into working out, who have probably never done it, or they used to do it a lot, and they've slowed down a lot over time. So start off with 10 50-meter sprints, and then rest for 60 seconds. Afterwards, do 5 150-meter sprints and rest for 90 seconds. So you'll do a 50-meter sprint, you'll rest for 60 seconds. You'll do another one, rest for 60 seconds until you reach those 10. Once you're done with that, you'll do 5 150 meters. I know that's a lot longer than the 50, but that's kind of to start pushing into that mental part, right? And if you can't reach the 150, then tone it down to 100, right? You guys want to push it a little bit more though in those last 5 that I'm going to tell you to do. It's going to be a total of 15. And those you'll be resting 90 seconds, so you'll be able to recover completely when you're doing them. And then at the end, make sure you stretch. That's the part where you want to stretch really good, and you want to release all that lactic acid that's going to be it's going to build up in your body. Afterward, make sure you guys eat really good. But when you're doing your cardio sessions, you guys need to keep positive and just think like think about the motion of it. Enjoy it. Try to do it outside. I find myself performing a lot better when I work out in terms of cardio when I go outside. You have the sun, you know, try to do it early in the morning where you don't have too much sun, but you still have that light in the outside and the wind, and it really helps. So start doing that, guys. Start getting into the cardio, start getting your mind into it, because when you build cardio, you're gonna really enjoy it. And once you build cardio and you have that overall body resistance, everything else follows. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys are enjoying everything I'm putting out. If you do, hit that thumbs up. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below, and I will catch you guys next time. Later, y'all.